Hey there, CPO here. This is the new Jeep for my son CJ, a 2004 Jeep Wrangler TJ. So let me show you a little bit about this before we actually start working on it. This is as it is. We brought it back from where we bought it, not very far, about an hour away from here, from a private seller. And we're going to start going over it, cleaning it up, looking at the things we need to repair, getting it inspected, all of that stuff. But let me show you a little bit about it right now. So it is going to need a little bit of work, but we paid a fair price for it. We were basically at the bottom end of what its possible private party sale value would be, so in the fair range. And I think in some places this is a fair vehicle, but in other places it's good to very good. In particular, using it as a platform for a larger build strategy, right? Things like wheels and tires and even the suspension parts, those are all going to be changed anyway. So really had to take that into consideration. I was looking for a decent sounding motor, but more importantly a solid frame. And this one does fit the bill on that. As a matter of fact, it's the cleanest frame we've seen. This is really the most of the frame rust. Everything else was really solid. And we looked at a lot of Jeeps, and a lot of them had significant frame rust in those key areas. As a matter of fact, you could put your finger inside and pull out chunks of what appeared to be mud, but when you crack it open, there's metal inside. It's really quite fascinating. But as you can tell here, there's not even, I can touch, metal. There's nothing in these frames that's going to give us any concern. So I'm very, very happy about that. Now I did notice when I looked at it, there is what appears to be a possible rear main seal leak, and you can see here some drips coming down of oil. Now it also, I'll show you when I get to the engine compartment, it also could be just oil coming down from a seeping valve cover leak. So those are both two common problems with these, and things that I can easily take care of on my own. But yeah, this is probably one of the cleaner Jeeps as far as rust goes that we've looked at, especially in this range, the 2000 to 2003, 2004 range. So a little crunch on the bumper, that's okay, that's coming off. Anyway, let's get down here and look at that. It's got a Dana 44, which is the desirable rear end we were looking for. A lot of surprising surface rust on this diff cover here, which I didn't expect, but anyway, it's that's easy to take care of. But yeah, we were really hoping to get one with the Dana 44 rear end. This also has the their version of the limited slip differential, although I'm not sure if the clutches have any life in them, given the fact that this is, an older Jeep. It's got stock wheels. Tires are a little bit oversized, and that's okay. There's a little bit of rub on the front wheel just because, it's hitting. I haven't even looked to see where it's hitting yet, but like I said, none of that really matters to me. Let's look under the hood here. All right, here it is. It's an inline 6. It's the only motor we were willing to take in this project. So I know a lot of people have love for the 4-banger. I drove a 4-banger YJ at one point. Just in the end, I always wish I had more power. So I didn't want to do that with CJ. Figured we'd go straight for the 6-cylinder. As you can see, it probably could use a new valve cover gasket. So we'll take care of that. And then we'll see if that changes the oil drip situation down below. But everything else in here looks really clean. It is what it is. It's a 2004 Jeep. So we bought it from a family who had it as their vehicle for 10 years, sort of a commuter fun vehicle. They'd pull the doors off in the summertime and enjoy it. It's never been off-road. As a matter of fact, if you go down here and look at skid plates, you know, usually those are trashed by somebody who's been off-road. Same thing with the control arms. They're in great shape, and the gas pan skid, all that stuff is really, really solid. Here's another look at this clean frame. Again, put your finger in here and comes up clean. This is a particular problem area on these older TJs, and all really nice and solid, so I'm happy about that. All right, so here's the interior. It's not bad at all. Obviously, could use a good cleaning. It's got cloth seats with these seat covers, but if you know anything about me, you know that I have a preference for seat covers, and that's going to be Bartax are going on here, no question. But everything else in here, you know, is good. It's got air conditioning, which was a requirement for my son. You know, these commutes on the highway, it is nice to be able to roll up the windows and turn on the AC in the summertime. And of course, it's a 5-speed, which he's going to have to learn how to drive. It's got a little over 100,000 miles on it. And I think it's going to be a nice, clean first vehicle for him. So anyway, this is it. 2004 Jeep Wrangler TJ for my son CJ. Oh, one other thing, and we knew this buying it, of course. It is going to need a top pretty quick. So the top here is torn on both sides. It's unfortunate. She actually said that the top was in great shape until she started trying to sell it, and then I guess everybody messing with the top, it eventually tore. So that's going to be something pretty quick on the list to take care of, unfortunately. I didn't want to have to put a top on a Jeep right away, but we did take that into account in the pricing, and still think, even knowing that we have to replace the top, we got a fair deal. So we're talking about tops. I'm going to start looking to figure out exactly which one we want, but I've got some ideas. I'm not going to reveal them here, but you will see a new top on this thing, and it will be a soft top. We want to keep a soft top on it. So anyway, that is now it. We're super excited to get started on this build. And the very first thing we're going to do is start cleaning it up, getting those repairs done, and then we'll look on making it ours. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.